I wanted to talk about the living for giving philosophy in terms of our own commitment to it. And as I've said before, we're giving 50% of our profits towards the giving section. So in other words, we'll have to make decisions about the profits we have. 50% of that will go towards various different projects. And we'll let you be involved in this process. We're not just going to control that process. We'll let you vote on it and inform us and guide us in terms of where you think we should be spending the money. But I wanted to be very transparent about something. Some of you might be thinking, are we a charity? Is this about intending to give everything to charity or to our projects? And my view is this. I'm on a little bit of a personal mission where I want to get to business across the world, across the planet. I love business. I think it's a beautifully creative process. Yes, it's true that sometimes business people, the people involved in business, maybe particularly at the top of the ladder, sometimes can be self-serving, and sometimes maybe it's a little egocentric, and maybe they have a social responsibility department that's the end of the corridor, a little bit of an afterthought, or ethical trading as a, paying lip service to the notion. And not always, because there's beautiful businesses out there doing amazing things. But my view is that if we can talk to the business community just as much as we can talk to you, the public, that's valuable. If we can actually communicate with business people and prove to them, demonstrate to them that you can be, you can have within the DNA of your business, the very fabric of your business is about giving. It's not an afterthought. It's inherent to the reasons why you want to be in business in the first place. And I haven't always been this way. It's not like I kind of went into business when I was, 19 or 20 and thought it was all about giving. It was very definitely not that way for me. But as I've said before, what I've come to realize is that if you're not really giving of yourself, you're never going to be happy. And I've seen it time and time again. I've been through that process of being a young man, wanting to be rich and famous. And frankly, I never truly bought into it, but I was playing out that game, that role. And it not only did it not bring me happiness, it made me utterly miserable. And it wasn't until I got into yoga and really started to understand what it was to know my own inner piece of being, my essential nature, that natural state of being that I talked about before. And obviously I've had a spiritual teacher for many years, Satyananda, and just sitting on silent retreats with him and just endlessly hearing him talk in various different ways about, he wouldn't have called it happiness and he wouldn't have called it fulfillment, but he would have made it very clear that he was pointing at the realization that we all need to glean and understand that if you want to be fulfilled in life and if you want to be happy in life, you've got to be giving of yourself. And another way of saying that is that your heart is open. Because if the heart is not open, you're not giving and you're not receiving love. And if you're not giving and receiving love, what hope is there of happiness? You might buy a Ferrari and there's a brief blip of happiness. You might build a huge home on some amazing tropical island and there's going to be a period of happiness. It might last a few years. But we all know this, at least those of us who've tried this out, know that those things don't last long. They really don't. They're like a trophy that you look at now and again, and yeah, it's kind of nice, but it doesn't endure. It doesn't carry you through the day. The only thing I've found that carries me through the day, that gives me that default setting of, even if it's just okayness, but better than that, maybe feeling really vibrant and alive. The only thing is that I know that I am engaging in life. I'm engaging with those people around me. I don't do a perfect job of it, trust me, talk to my family about that. But I do my best, and I'm learning, and I'm growing, and I'm evolving in that area where I'm learning that if I can give more, I get more. I feel better. I feel more alive. So I wanted to be really clear about that. 50% of profits is already a big chunk, but it's at least as much as we want to give. And more than that, I just feel this is a business and we want to be understood to be a business. We don't want to be marginalized as, they're just a charity. This is a beautiful movement that's about empowering yourself to feel better and empowering you then to want to give. But it's a business as well. And we can flourish, we can everybody can find abundance in this project that we're creating here. You can, the teachers that we're going to support and have online can feel the abundance of this. You know, we as an organization can feel the abundance. And the global community, the business community at large, can recognize that this is a model that does work. Because everybody wants proof. Very few people are willing and prepared to be the first one to the Antarctic, the first one up Everest. So we're very definitely not the first. But maybe we're part of a movement that's relatively new in the business world that's really saying, set your stall out on the basis of living for giving. Yes, make a profit, but do good things with it. So I hope that just clarifies a little bit our business philosophy. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Wasn't so good, that one, though.
No, it was, because it did explain